Hi, Barry Foster here, and welcome back to The Scottish Job. This is episode number 34 with Glenrothes in the Scottish Lowland League. And today we've got an away game against Gala FR. Their full name is Gala Ferrydean Rovers. Bit of a mouthful. I think we'll just refer to them as Gala. But before we get to play Gala, we did play two further games offline, and both ended up very well for the team. We went away to Spartans, and our Spartans are tipped to come top of the table, and they were a pretty good side. I must admit, I was quite impressed with the way they played, but we beat them 2-0, two second half goals. Harry Lovett coming off the bench, he opened the scoring in the 78th minute, and then Lennon Watson in the 95th minute, he put the icing on the cake. And Watson had a fantastic game. I actually started him for the first time this season in the starting 11, and he scored not only a goal but an average rating of 8.3 for the match. And as a result of that game, I extended his loan for the remainder of the season, because we do have him on loan from Cowdenbeath from memory, but I think he's going to be a very good central defender, and he played very well. In the next game, we had a home match against East Kilbride, and I was expecting a pretty tough game here, but we beat them 4-0. Once again, Watson getting on the scoring sheet with a very fine header. Lovett, Motruck and Curry all scoring. So that ended up being an excellent result for the boys. And when we look at the league table, after only 3 matches, we have moved up into third position on 6 points, a point behind Berwick Rangers and East Stirlingshire. But today we've got Gala. They're currently coming 13th in the league. I'm not going to treat them easily. I think they're probably going to be fairly good opposition for us. We do have some trialists in. Very quickly, I'll just run through who they are. We've got a Rio McAvoy, a young 18-year-old striker on trial. He's got some interesting attributes there, which I quite like. Angus Mailer, a 25-year-old central defender, can play fullback either side. So far, he hasn't really done much in a couple of trial games. And the third guy is Josh Peters, a 26-year-old target man. He certainly has some interesting attributes. He's just yet to play a trial match for us, but we're going to keep an eye on him as well. But anyway, let's get back to some football. Let's go and play Gala in the Scottish Lowland League. And here's our starting 11 for today's match. So Richardson in goal, Lawton, Watson, Hammond and Lumsden across the back line. Motruck, King, Marshews and McLeod Kay in midfield, and Miller and Curry will lead the attacking line. And on the bench we'll have Easton, Strachan, Paver, Edwards, Stewart and Lovett and Allen. And Hammond actually gets a start. Young Ben Hammond, he's only 18 years of age, but I've been quite impressed with him in some of the friendly matches. I think he's going to be a fairly good central defender for us. So he's in the starting 11 for today's match. We're almost getting Charlie Higgs back from injury. He's going to be playing for one of our youth teams, I think, tomorrow. So it's good to see him coming back from injury. But anyway, that's the starting 11 for today's match. Let's go and chat to the boys. Okay, I think I'll just put no pressure on the boys. Just tell them to go out there and have fun and do your best. It's only early days in the league. And I do apologise if sometimes my speech sounds a little bit slurred. I do have a bit of a jaw problem following a bit of dental work a couple of weeks ago. I can assure you I haven't been drinking. Way too early in the day to have a drink. But anyway, let's get back to the footy. And as I said, I think Gala could be worthy opponents today, even though they haven't had a brilliant start to the season. An early goal there for Tranent against Annan Athletic. A little bit disappointing, that opening match against Annan Athletic, losing 2-1 at home after taking the lead. That was quite disappointing. But the next two matches against East Kilbride and Spartans, I must admit the players I thought played really well, and it was really good to see. But anyway, this is Motruck flicking it to Miller. Curry with his shot blocked, and that'll go back to the keeper. But Scotty Miller's got a few players, or not players, but a few clubs interested in him. He's still on the transfer list. He's still maybe keen to make a move, but I wouldn't mind keeping him if I can. But that's one of the reasons why I have brought in a trialist, or a couple of trialists who can play in the forward line. And that's Richardson batting a good header away. He could have maybe caught it. Anyway, Donaldson for Gala, deep cross, very deep. Mackenzie, the Glendinning. Wow, what a goal. What a strike. I thought he was just going to cross the ball, but he just smashed it into the back of the net. Let's have a look at that one again. It was a very deep cross here by Donaldson, and Mackenzie gets the ball, sends it into Glendinning, and he just smashed it into the back of the net. Well, I thought Richardson could have done a little bit better there. That shot beat him on his near post. So Gala have certainly thrown the gauntlet down to us. I think we'll demand a little bit more from the boys, coming up to the 30th minute mark of the match. Not quite the start I was looking for. But anyway, this will be Miller with a corner. And he goes near post. And he'll get it back. Now this is King, tries his shot. King seems to be on a bit of a, having a bit of an injury problem there. We'll take a look at him shortly. Can't be a serious one. It's not red. Anyway, Motruck trying to cut it back to Miller. Motruck looking for Curry, and that's been headed away. So let's take a very quick look at King if we can. He does have an injury, potential lower leg injury. Okay, well, I don't particularly like that. I think I'll leave him on to maybe, see how he goes, maybe leave him on to half time. We've only just over 10 minutes away. Anyway, this is Hamilton, a very good run down the left, down the right. Now this is Donaldson. Another deep cross. Oh, gee, that could have been goal number 2. That very easily could have been the second goal for Gala. Now Lawton with a throw looking for Motruck. Now Marsh Hughes fires it into McLeod K. Will he try a shot here? He's trying to get around his man. Well, he does try the shot. Lucky to get the rebound back. Crosses it. Not a very good cross. Now King. Now this is Lawton. End of our highlight. Well, they seem to be making a little bit of heavy weather here. The match stats are all pretty much even, apart from possession. We've had nearly 60% possession. So we've obviously not done a great deal with the ball, but it's almost half time. I think we'll have to maybe put a rocket up the boys, I think, at half time, because I think we can do a lot better than this in the second half. Anyway, minute to go before half time. This might be the final highlight of the half. This is King sending it back to Hammond. Now Marsh Hughes looking for Curry, who's out very wide. This is Motruck. Oh, lovely finish. I must admit that was a very nice team goal. Curry was certainly very wide out there on the left. I'm not quite too sure what he was doing out there. This is Marsh Hughes crossing it out to Curry. Passes it into Miller, who just lays it off for Motruck. That was a very nice finish, just tucked it away. And okay, all square just before half-time, and that is half-time. Well, we've got 5 away fans here supporting the Glens. Well, that's better than none, I guess. Let's go and chat to the boys. Well, at half-time I normally point the finger. Today I won't, no gesture at all, but I'll tell the boys I'm far from pleased from what I've just seen, because it really wasn't a good opening 45 minutes. I'm quite convinced that they can play much better than that. Anyway, this is McLeod K with a good run down the right. A very deep cross, a little bit too deep, but Motruck The scorer gets the ball and he lays it back to Lawton. It's good to see that Ben Hammond, he's had a pretty good opening 45 minutes with us. His rating 7. As I said before the game, I think he's going to be a very good central defender for us, and I think he'll probably push Strachan onto the bench more often than not this season. But a little bit surprised that Curry is struggling up front today. That is a little bit of a surprise. Anyway, McLeod K, can he get another cross in? He can, but that's been dealt with by Gala's defence. Lawton now King. Probably should have subbed him at half time, but he's playing pretty well, even though he's got a bit of a leg injury. But we'll leave him out there for maybe another few minutes. See what happens with this highlight. Mo Truck. Well, Miller tried his luck. Now Hamilton just hoofs it upfield. Not a bad one. Anyway, this is Critchley. Good surging run for Gala. Looking for Hamilton again. They're putting through some rather nice passes here, and well, a bit of a wild shot in the end. I think we'll make that sub now because King probably should have been subbed at half time. I guess that was my mistake. So I'll bring on Greg Stewart for Adam King. Greg Stewart would normally play a Mazzala role for us, but we'll leave him as a ball-winning midfielder. See how he does with that instruction. Anyway, Lawton looking for Mo Truck. Now this is Stewart. Nice. Oh, I think Miller would have been maybe offside there, but it was a pretty wild shot in the end that completely missed the target. Coming up to 60 minutes, and Mo Truck is starting to run out of steam there on the left, and I think we'll make another substitution. We'll bring on Charlie Edwards. Some fresh legs on the left. Charlie Edwards is another loan player this season. He was a Glenrothes player last season, but he went to Dunfermline Athletic, but luckily we got him back on loan for the full season. Anyway, this is Lumsden exchanging passes with Marsh Hughes. Now Curry, once again, very wide here on the right. And decent header by Edwards, but keeper was able to get down and make a pretty simple save. Anyway, here's Lumsden again. Now McLeod K. He's having a pretty good game out here on the right. Now Curry and Marsh Hughes. Lumsden pumping it forward, found McLeod K. Oh, this is nice. Very nice goal by Miller. He tucked that beautifully away. And that was all set up by a very long ball from Lumsden. Cammy Lumsden at the right fullback position. Let's have a look at this. Marsh Hughes, Lumsden just pumps it forward. McLeod K, lovely cross. And there's a beautiful finish by Miller. So that's 2-1 to Glenrothes. Let's hope they can really push on now in this half and score maybe another goal to really put this game to bed. They're certainly looking the better side at the moment. We've got one more substitution we can make. At the moment, I'll have to give that a little bit of thought. Curry still not rating very well, which, as I said before, is not like Rory Curry at all. But anyway, this is McGinley with a good run, but his shot has been blocked, and Richardson will get that deflection. Maybe just over 20 minutes left in the game. And Hammond is starting to get a little bit tired in our central of defence. He's had a very good game. Oh, gee, that was a bit of luck there. A good header hitting our crossbar. So that could have been 2-2. We'll make that substitution now. We'll bring on Strachan for Hammond. And Strachan will normally play ball playing defender, I think. I should remember what type of game he likes to play, but we'll leave him as a ball playing defender. Anyway, we're fast approaching 80 minutes in the game. Gala looking for that equaliser. It's a good ball out to Hamilton. He's got a bit of room out there. Lawton's found it a little bit difficult out there on the left today. Anyway, Stewart almost had possession there. This is McGinley, this is White. Oh, well, not a bad shot from outside the box, and Richardson got down and pushed that away for a corner. So can we defend corners? Often the Achilles heel in the game. Hamilton for Gala. That's well met by Marsh Hughes. A good defensive header there. So we're getting into the 80s now. Maybe just over 10 minutes left in the game. Unfortunately, I can't make any more substitutions. Another deep cross. And the ball's fired in, but that's been cleared by Strachan. At least he'll have some fresh legs. He's just come off the bench. And I think we'll start to do some time wasting pretty soon. We'll just see what happens with this highlight. Now, Lumsden's on a yellow. You better not pick up another one. Now, this is Strachan looking for Miller. Good pass. Now, Edwards and Miller exchanging passes. Now, Lawton playing it safe, back to Watson. Now, Marsh Hughes to Miller. Now, this is Curry. Also nice passing, but McLeod Kay, not a good first touch, a little bit heavy, and he lost possession. And that's played very long down the park, but Strachan to Lawton. Now, here comes Stewart. Edwards, well, he's just pumped it forward. That was a bit of a 50-50 ball there. And the keeper sends it straight down the park. Now this is Stewart looking for Edwards. Got his head to it. Oh, now we hit the woodwork. So it must be one apiece in the game as far as the woodwork is concerned, and that is correct. I think we'll make some time wasting now. Let's go time wasting 100%. 4 minutes of added time. Can we hang on for a good 2-1 away victory? Gala have been a fairly good opposition, I think, today. Anyway, Strachan, who takes quite a few of our free kicks. And that wasn't a very good ball. I think it was Marsh Hughes squandering that pass. Now this is Hamilton for the hosts. And he plays it back to White. Now, this is Critchley. Some patient passing here. Oh, well, nice goal. Very nice goal. I thought he was going to cross the ball, but he just fires it towards goal, and Richardson, once again, I don't think he did very well trying to make a save. And this is Critchley, just passes it to Hamilton. I guess maybe the speed beat Richardson, but I really think he should have done better and got some fingertips to that. So, okay, it's 2-2. We're into the final maybe 10 seconds of the match. And that's O'Neill taking a good catch there from that cross. Time wasting, we'll get rid of that. But it's probably a little bit late, I think, for somebody to score a third goal. I guess a point away from home is not bad. Once again, not a very good pass there by one of our players. So the ref is being quite generous with added time. And this is McLeod Kay playing it back to Strachan. And that's it. The points are shared, 2 goals apiece between Gala and Glenrothes. I guess it was a fairly even sort of a match when you look at some of those match stats. Although we had nearly 60% possession, so we obviously didn't do a great deal with the ball, especially in the first half. Anyway, let's go and chat to the boys. Okay, well, this time I will point the finger and tell them that I'm a little bit disappointed, because I am. Well, poor old Curry seems demotivated. Well, that's a little bit of a surprise. He didn't have a very good game. Anyway, let's see what's going to happen next. Well, as you can see, Adam King suffered a bruised shin. We're pretty lucky there. He's only going to be out for 1 to 2 days. But looking at our next match, it's actually a friendly. We've got a home game against Spennymoor. And for some reason, we're actually looking at playing 2 friendlies, one against Spennymoor, followed by another home friendly against Darlington. So our next Lowland League game's not until Broome Hill, around about the 17th of September. So what we're going to do is we'll play those 2 friendlies offline along with the Broome Hill game, and we'll come back for the first round of the Scottish Cup. Our opponents are still to be decided, but that'll be our next video with the Scottish job. So that's the video for today. A fairly hard-fought 2-2 away draw against Gala, but I guess a point away from home is better than nothing. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give us a thumbs up if you'd like to leave a comment. Until next time, I'm Barry Foster saying it's goodbye from me.